outside of prayer, which is very, very difficult to be prayed on by a large number of people, 24/7. The Pope should consider himself very blessed that, as an example, he's prayed for constantly by Catholics all over the world, and that assists him to live a long time. There's no question about that. These loving prayers coming in, which are outdistancing the curses in power, are allowing, and many popes live a long, long time. If they're not shot or something like that, they tend to live a long time. What I would say is that we're doing here is we're assisting the energy coming into the actual vortex, let's call it, the toroids, and then when they get into the toroids, we're also assisting them through the water. So what you have is a two-pronged effect. One is to assist the actual biochemical processes, which is what the water does. It actually goes into the body and it assists the biochemical processes through energy and also suggestions of optimal biochemical processes being enhanced by the liquid crystalline structure of the water, and then also being prepped by the etheric energy coming in from further areas out, actually infinite areas out in the auric structure. Now, the auric structure, I believe, goes out infinitely, and so therefore it draws energy from the universe, and that's one of the things that keeps the life structure going for as long as it does. But eventually the biochemical processes fall apart because of negativity in the earth structure, because of many other things that cause that spark of life to deteriorate over a period of time until it ceases to exist and the spiral doesn't exist anymore in the stream. By continuing to amp this up, I believe that we're enhancing our capability of keeping the swirls and all those things lasting for a very long period of time. Now, the best way to determine whether that actually works or not is, how do you feel? Are you feeling younger? Are you feeling better? Are you progressing in any way that you can discern? Is there progress being made in your healthiness? That's the simple way to make a determination. In my case, I can tell you that there's absolutely no question that my energy level is massively higher than it was and has been enhanced significantly by the water, which was also enhanced by the distance energy. But the water has been a great help because of this enclosed stuff that's actually producing the actual swirl itself, not just the energized precursors, which is what we had before, and that's all we had before. So what I believe is actually happening here is there's a process going on that we won't know for a period of time. We just won't know. I'm looking forward to it because I know for myself I've definitely had age reversal. There's absolutely no question about that, or at least the characteristics of it. Sure, I'm older, but I don't feel older. I feel younger. I can remember aspects of my life that I had forgotten about. I'm 63 now. I can remember aspects of my life that I've forgotten about because you get duller if you don't have this energy enhancement. But all of a sudden they're coming back, and I'm seeing them again through different eyes. And let me tell you what the eyes are. It used to be that age was a disadvantage because your energy spiral was winding down the stream. Now age is an advantage because your energy spiral is not winding down the stream. It's going down the stream, just as swirling and just as powerful as ever, continually being stirred by the machine. Now, your life experiences, the things that brought you where you were an actual survivor, are enhancing your capacity to not only survive longer, but to operate at a much more optimal level because of the experiences you've had. It's a tremendous advantage, tremendous advantage. For instance, a lot of people you've noticed in life are accident prone. They walk out in front of trucks and get run over. So they don't make it to 40 years old or 30 years old or 20 years old. They do stupid things, and through the process of interaction occurring in society, they die. But the people that make it to 60, 70, 80, just naturally, are cautious, canny, they do the right thing, and they're rewarded by lasting a longer period of time. They eat better, whatever. They have better life experiences. They don't get shook up about negative things, etc. Now what we're doing is artificially producing that survivor instinct. We are allowing people to be positive, which allows longevity. We're allowing people's biochemical energetics to be enhanced, which is a characteristic of longevity. And not only that is it a characteristic of longevity, but part of that also affects appearance. As an example, people that are on the machine, I think Kevin would probably agree with me on this, and I feel this is true myself. Your appearance changes because you have more red blood cells. You've cleared out a lot of negative toxins from your system. You've picked up more energy, which increases your metabolism, which tends to burn weight and burn fat and burn muscle, or at least excrete more water, which is in many cases people pick up as they get older to protect themselves from a lot of biochemical processes that are negative. They bring in the water, which dilutes the toxins and allows them to live even though they get fatter or they put on weight. So what happens then is you regress back to a more svelte situation than you were before, naturally, without having to work at it. It's almost like taking some kind of thing, some kind of elixir of life, which I'm not claiming this is, but it seems to act like that as far as I'm concerned, and people tell me they see that in their own lives. And I think that this is going to continue. I think we're going to continue to get benefits on this. Now, what I did recently, I seem to always be able to come up with kind of cool things, which I'm really happy about, but I have no idea what they are when I first come up with them. And then I keep fooling around with them, and I find out how they're used. But I remember when I first came up with this Tachyon supercharger, I said, Kevin, this is going to be a paradigm shift. It's going to be a paradigm shift like the distance energy. It's going to be a paradigm shift like the water. And there's going to be a paradigm shift but I don't know exactly how it's going to go. But as I continue to fool with it, and remember I'm 63, okay? You're supposed to be winding down at 63. What I have found, though, by using these machines is I'm the exact opposite. I'm coming up with things faster and more intelligent as the days and months and years go by. It's not affecting me negatively. I'm actually using my previous life experiences with my current energy level to actually come up with absolutely unbelievable things at age 63. I think these are paradigm shifts for the human race. This is when people are supposed to be dead and watching the ball game, and if they're lucky, they can get their carcass up every once in a while and go to the bathroom. And I'm 63 years old, and basically I'm a stud. You know, I'm 6'3", 235 pounds, and I'm a rock. I can go out and wrestle right now on the mat, no problemo. Okay? I could definitely take myself out when I was 50. I'm sure of that. So if that's the case, and it's happening with me, and since I'm just an average Joe, it's probably happening with other people in other forms. I know Kevin has told me that he's noticing significant differences himself. So let's go over it again. We have an appearance change. The appearance change is because you're moving back to youthfulness because of increased metabolism, which is caused by a larger spin in tachyon swirls, which is basically the basis of life. They're these toroidal things that make up subatomic particles and then also atoms and et cetera, biochemical processes. We're enhancing that with distance energy, prepping the stuff when it comes in to spin better, so that the little rivulet, the little swirl going around the rock is continuing on down over a period of time. And as that time progresses, there is an age reduction primarily because the spin is not dissipating. And because of that, I think that there's a very good chance that people, as they continue to be on this program, will find that that the actual spiral that's going down the stream is not just going down at the speed that it came around the rock, but may very well actually get stronger than what it was around the rock. It may take over the stream, become a significant factor in the stream, affect other things in the stream in its own particular way because of the tremendous amount of power that's going on. And that's caused by the biofeedback loop, or not